chaos and hierarchy, layers and layers of people. Nobody knows what's going on. It's a fucking nightmare.
This video was recorded in Egypt 2 days after arriving. If I sound sick, it's because I'm exhausted and I barely slept because of the late night questioning from the Egyptian police.
Let's talk about Egypt. One of the problems with making videos like this is that when I come to a country that doesn't have freedom of speech, where there's a lot of authoritarian rule from the government, if I speak out freely about my experience, those opinions can be led back to the person within the country who helped us shoot in the first place, and they could possibly be reprimanded, punished, or killed. I have no idea. It depends on the country. Let's talk about Egypt. Egypt is confusing because the people here tell me that there's free speech. I guess as long as it doesn't piss off the wrong person. Egypt's slogan should be, leave your camera at home, but bring your money. They don't want you to shoot here. That's very obvious. One of the things I like about shooting in Africa in general is that it is a bit of a challenge and that I'm not going to be competing with a lot of other YouTubers or people for content because most people aren't willing to go through the pain and difficulty and challenges to shoot here. But I'm willing to go through all that. But here it's been a little bit too much. Let me start from the beginning. When we got here, we were greeted with a surprise COVID test that cost $265 for the team, and it took an hour and a half. That's fine. We landed at 1 a.m. By 2:30 a.m., we got to the baggage claim. One of our bags was missing because Ethiopian Airlines is a pile of garbage. They're still working on delivering it days later. After that, we went through customs. Customs here is intense. Literally, everyone gets x-rayed and they poke through your stuff. They don't care. They asked us if we had a drone. I did not want to F around, so I said yes, and I handed it over voluntarily. That itself took probably an hour and a half because there is no system. It's so disorganized. I got passed from guy to guy, at least 10 different people involved somehow. They had to take the drone, they had to wrap it up somehow, they had to get multiple forms of documentation. Even as they said I was done, I was like, I need like a receipt or a number or something. But you just hear people yelling at each other in Arabic because no one knows what's going on. So finally, our items have made it through customs. It's 4 a.m. We get to a hotel around 4:30, something like that. Hotels here are very different from other countries. The hotel is like an airport. The security is super intense and not like you go through a metal detector. That's the least of it. They had to x-ray all of our bags again to get into a hotel. Customer service, zero. They don't treat you nicely. They're just like, put your crap in the x-ray. So we put our bags in there. One of them sees wires and they're alarmed by this. We have wires because we have battery chargers. As far as I know, there's nothing legal about this. We have consumer gear that anybody traveling as a tourist might have. We just have a little bit more of it. So they demand we open the bag. Mind you, we're at a hotel. I open the bag and then what's revealed is a bunch of chargers and sitting on top of them, 5 walkie-talkies. We travel with walkie-talkies because it helps us as a production team. Oftentimes there's bad Wi-Fi or people can't hear their phone ringing, but if they have a walkie-talkie here when we're shooting on a busy street, we can quickly communicate about what shots are needed or where we need people to be. So the person who saw the walkie-talkies was just a hotel manager. And I don't know what it is with gear or certain technology here, but when some people see it, their brain goes back to the Stone Age. They're like, what is this? Why could you possibly want to have a walkie-talkie unless you're planning to overthrow our government? Literally, it felt like that. I'm told there have been 2 revolutions in this country in the last 10 years. To say there's a bit of paranoia in this country would be an understatement. There is an intense sense of paranoia and control that is wanting to be kept by certain people. I want to make a quick aside here to say, we've just been here a few days. The people largely have been great. The food's been great, and I love the vibe of the city. I just want to shoot it. The thing is, they're worried about me talking crap about the country. We came here to make food videos. They've given me a reason to want to talk crap about the country. From there, a hotel